if you still believe that in 2020 Nintendo is marketing to children, there's probably a rock on top of you and you haven't gotten off of it yet. Here's my point. Now, we're gonna relax a little bit. That was just for to catch people. Fire Emblem Three Houses, Carry On, an indie game. Um, Sorry, I have a list here. Hades, No More Heroes, Bayonetta 3, Metroid Prime 4. All of these games are directed towards us in the sense that we grew up with the knowledge that some of these games have existed for years. Metroid and Fire Emblem are games that many people within the ZY generation have grown up with. Um, and many of us have been exposed to it thanks to Smash Brothers and other exposure from the Nintendo eShop of our previous consoles that we've owned. Some of us have grown off of Nintendo already and have switched to PlayStation or Xbox or PC. And rightfully so, We need to get that little sense of change going on. But a lot of these other games are kind of, I would say, banking on our nostalgia a little bit. Animal Crossing does a really good job at coming in, and I think the only reason why the majority of us wanted to get that game was because we were freaking out about the pandemic. I personally don't play it as much because of how like it kind of keeps that cutesy thing consistent. It's an opinion, but I'll like add up on that another day. But many kids aren't even paying attention to Nintendo either. Many kids are focusing on games like Fortnite, Minecraft, possibly even Human Fall Flat, and most importantly, Among Us, and also Roblox. Yes, those games are still being talked about amongst kids, and not towards us, obviously, if not for the memes. But we're being introduced to a lot of indie games, and many kids like to get into things that are already popular. I know I was, right? When it comes to indie games, right? You can't really imagine a lot of kids getting into indie games just straight from the top of the bat, unless there's something that makes them think, oh my gosh, this game is something I really want to play. But the chances of that happening are little to none, because they want to group up together with what's already huge. We already have so many people marketing Among Us and all these other crazy things, and then here we have Yoshi's Crafted World. At this point, we can't really be surprised that no kid's talking about a game like that. Um, so, if anything, right, Nintendo has no choice but to market to us. They're communicating to us through Twitter, Instagram, any other social media site. They're not really communicating exclusively through YouTube. Um, you know, Priority wise, right? They used to make all these other skits of like Luigi and costumes and like the puppet shows back in the Wii U and 3DS days. I still look at those really fondly. I respect those. But personally, I don't agree with the whole like social media communication thing. I think it's actually pretty toxic because many of us don't even use social media to that degree that others use, and that's for another day. But other than that, what do you think on that? If you still think this way, you gotta look. You gotta look around you, man. Everybody that is our age is talking about Nintendo. Um, it's hard to see any kids that actually talk about it either. There's some, but good luck finding a good portion of them. That's my take. Anyways,